In this video, I'll be going over 8 new features that were revealed in the last Rell Seas trailer, the video titled Rell Seas Final Teaser. Although this was released on April Fool's Day, things showcased there were genuine. The most interesting part of the video for me was the reveal of the devlogs channel that is usually locked behind a paywall. A lot of great stuff was outlined here, and I'll be discussing and explaining some of my favorites today. First up, we have cannonballs. Now, the damage of one cannonball will take 25% of a player's health, and this will scale regardless of the player's stats or level. This is just for one regular cannonball. I predict you'll be able to craft or buy upgraded cannonballs too. Maybe one of the cannonballs type could explode and set the enemy and their ship on fire, and others could be made with sea stone to help combat low gear devil fruit users. I think the devs could really do a lot with this concept and create lots of fun new cannonball types. That being said, please leave a comment down below for your ideas for cannonballs in Rell Seas. I'm personally a big fan of making cannonballs do this much damage, since I hope it will make ships more useful and encourage actual strategic ship combat. Also, imagine how destructive world government buster calls will be with cannonballs being this powerful. Picture a scenario where you and your friends suddenly hear a loud alarm sound as huge marine warships surround your island. You duck for cover as hundreds of cannonballs fly overhead. If you're caught in the AoE of even one of these, you're down for the count. I really hope they make terrain breakable too, to reduce the number of hiding places from an attack like this. The devs have also mentioned port events too, so maybe they'll function in a similar way buster calls as well. As many of you probably already know, Rell Seas will also feature an abundance of huge sea monsters. Those cannonballs I mentioned earlier will definitely come in handy when it comes to fighting off a sea king who has decided your ship and crew are his next meal. I think this focus on making ships and naval combat a big part of the game shows how the devs are trying to do One Piece justice. I'm glad that with sharks, sea monsters and pirates roaming the sea, the ocean will once again be elevated from just a boring obstacle to a challenging gameplay opportunity in its own right. The second thing we have here is Geppo. The devlogs also mention that Geppo or Sky Jump will drain a small amount of stamina. I'm not sure how I feel about this. I think Geppo spam is what causes a lot of One Piece Roblox combat to feel ungrounded and drawn out. I think Geppo should drain a lot of stamina to help balance it and prevent runners from taking advantage of this ability. Having Geppo have such an insignificant stamina drain will also make climbing obsolete, as shown in games like Grand Peace Online. Now we have guns and reloading. Guns in Rell Seas will also have to be manually reloaded. I hope they overcompensate for this by making bullet damage super high. Fortunately, even if you run out of bullets mid-fight, you can simply bash your opponent over the head with your shotgun, as guns will have M1s as well. Another thing shown here was the giant sneak peek showing Broggy from One Piece. I know this sneak peek of Broggy is an old one, but it was included here, so I thought I'd go over my thoughts on it. I overall like the model and the predictable attack pattern, but I think the giant is a little on the small side. In One Piece, giants are, well, giants. The size shown in the sneak peek would be more fitting for a character inspired by Whitebeard or Kaido. Giants are supposed to tower over trees and buildings. Overall, it's not a major point of contention, but I'd like to see the devs give giants the same treatment they gave Sea Kings. Talking about Sea Kings, we also get a sneak peek of a massive sea monster chomping down on a marine. I'll let this clip speak for itself, but I'm amazed at the size and aura of this monster. I think stuff like this will make the sea truly feel dangerous and treacherous. Something a bit more different, we have compass functionality. The compass in Rell Seas will also show nearby events and landmarks, and this will really help players who, like Zoro, are prone to getting lost all the time. I personally have a terrible sense of direction, so this will help me a lot as well. Now, going from compasses to something completely different, we have weapon upgrades and the player economy. Okay, now this next one may not seem important, but it really is. You will be able to upgrade items in Rell Seas. This on its own is pretty insignificant, but when you consider that Rell Seas will hide the items you need across all the map, you will realize the great potential this has. One Piece already focuses heavily on the topic of rare and valuable swords and weapons. Now, imagine if you needed a certain blacksmith level to forge these upgrades. All of a sudden, you've now got adventuring pirate players collaborating and trading with blacksmithing citizens. Once these weapons are forged, they'll enter the player market and gold will trade hands, creating this really fun in-game market system. I just hope Rell Coin will be a good valued currency in-game. I really hope and pray they don't turn this into Blocks Fruits or GPO, where in-game money is AFK farmable and useless. Giving major stuff in-game a steep price will help do this. Want to open your own market, buy a large ship, or even just get food? Then you'll need the coins. Lastly, we have villagers. Village NPCs have been shown in games like GPO before, but I really hope Rell Seas takes a different direction with them. it would be really good to see them be able to trade with players and issue quests. Perhaps the devs could program them with a certain number of trades based on the island and also a few quests as well. This could also tie into player reputation, as maybe some Marines will get better trades with some regular law-abiding NPCs, but pirates will have a better time with criminals hiding out on some secret pirate cove. You could even use this to help promote the civilian class by having them be able to specialize into being merchants who have even better upgraded trades with these NPCs. I didn't cover too many things here, but I thought it was about time I started talking about the game, since it's definitely the one I'm most excited for in 2024. And the next movie trailer is set to release at the end of this month. I'll definitely be reviewing that one, and depending on the release time, I may even stream my reaction. If you enjoyed this video, please leave a like, comment, and subscribe. Also, please tell me in the comments below which faction you'll be joining upon release. I have my sights set on the Fleet Admiral title, but we'll just have to see for now.